Have you ever heard the story of the Shipwrecked Sailor? It's an ancient Egyptian tale. One of the oldest adventure stories ever told, written over for 1,000 years ago. It's a story within a story, a message of hope when all seems lost. It begins with a royal official returning to Egypt after a failed expedition. He's terrified to face the pharaoh. His attendant, a seasoned sailor, decides to tell him a story to lift his spirits, a story of his own survival. He starts, "Let me tell you what happened to me. I was on a grand ship, 120 cubits long and 40 wide, with a crew of 150 of Egypt's finest sailors. We were headed to the mines for the pharaoh. The sky was clear, the sea was calm. But then, a storm appeared out of nowhere. The wind howled, and waves as high as mountains crashed over our ship. The ship was torn apart. I clung to a piece of wood as the waves tossed me round. Everyone else was gone. I was alone, adrift in the vast sea. For 3 days and 3 nights I floated, certain my end was near. On the 3rd day, a wave finally threw me onto the shores of an island. I was exhausted but alive. I crawled under the shade of some trees and fell asleep. When I woke, I was starving. I found figs, grapes, delicious berries, and melons. It was a paradise, a land of plenty. I made a fire offering to thank the gods for my survival. Suddenly, the ground trembled. Trees shook, and I heard a thunderous noise. I thought another giant wave was coming to swallow the island. I fell to my face in fear. When I dared to look up, I saw something unbelievable. A colossal serpent, 30 cubits long, with a beard that reached the ground. Its body was overlaid with gold, and its eyebrows were made of pure lapis lazuli. It spoke to me, its voice like thunder. "Who brought you here, little one? Who brought you to my island? Speak now, or I will reduce you to ashes." I was so terrified I couldn't answer. The serpent, seeing my fear, gently picked me up in its mouth and carried me to its lair, unharmed. Once I calmed down, I told him my story, the ship, the storm, my miraculous survival. The serpent listened patiently. Then he told me his own story. "Do not fear, little one," he said. "It was a god who brought you here to this island of the Ka, this spirit island. You will spend 4 months here, and then a ship from your own land will come and rescue you." He then shared his own tragedy. "I once lived here with my brothers and my children, 75 serpents in all. One day, a star fell from the sky, and they were all consumed by the flames. I was alone, just like you. But see, you are here. We find company in the most unexpected ways." His story gave me strength. I promised him that when I returned to Egypt, I would tell the pharaoh of his greatness and send him ships filled with treasures, with frankincense and myrrh. The serpent smiled. "I am the Prince of Punt." He said, "I have more myrrh than you can imagine. When you leave, this island will disappear, sinking back into the waves from which it came." 4 months passed. Just as he predicted, a ship appeared on the horizon. I climbed a tall tree and saw it was an Egyptian vessel. I ran to tell the serpent. He gave me a farewell gift, a cargo of precious perfumes, ivory, spices, and even baboons and hunting dogs. As I boarded the ship, he said, "Go in peace, and may you see your children again. Speak well of me in your homeland." The ship sailed away, and when I looked back, the island of the Ka was gone, vanished beneath the waves. The sailor finished his tale, and so he told his master, the worried official. I returned to Egypt, presented my gifts to the pharaoh, and was rewarded from my journey. So you see, even when all seems lost, there is hope. Be brave. Face the Pharaoh. Who knows what good may come of it? And that's the tale of the Shipwrecked Sailor, a story that has echoed through millennia, reminding us that courage and hope can be found even in the deepest despair. What do you think? Is it a story of a real magical island? Or a beautiful metaphor for overcoming hardship? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories from the ancient world.